put it in the comments. How much money does Ryan have to donate for me to ban Brash Taunter for this tournament?
What? Oh, so good. So good.
I'm sorry, buddy. We're targeting you today.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 461. I'm Brando. I'm here with Ryan, and we're going to tell you about Trash Ante. Now hit our theme song! Hey, Ryan. We're back for yet another whirlwind adventure. How you doing?
We are back. What is going down?
Whole ton is going down. We're back with a very special guest for a very special cause, and we're going to challenge the member of the nation to take what we give you today.
Member? One,
just one
guy.
There's one guy, and it's fucking you.
That's it.
You that I'm pointing at right now. If you're watching on YouTube,
Which you should be.
there we go.
Did I get to be green?
I hope so.
It's a topsy-turvy world today.
I really hope so. It's crazy to go out into the world and take what we give you and take it to the world and raise money for a great cause, because that's what we're going to try and do today.
Yes, sir.
But before we tell anybody about any of that, we have to thank our official business daddies, FusionGamingOnline.com. They are your source for all your gaming needs. And we also have to thank Pile of Bones Brewing Co. They are the official beer sponsor of CCO Sidewalk Slam Season 2, right here on YouTube, as well as being the second coolest thing to come out of Regina.
Yeah, okay. Couple
Mixed
things.
it up on
wow,
you.
lots to unpack there. Okay. Big thanks to the business daddies for being part of the show. CCO summer promo code, even though it's fall, still active.
Yes.
It's going to get you a discount. Let me ask you this. Are you going to buy Magic cards?
I am, yes.
Sealed and singles?
Yes, I am.
Are you in ever need of? Sure.
I certainly am in need of Magic cards and singles and gaming supplies.
And gaming supplies. That's where I was going to go. Play mats? Even the big 6-footers?
I mean, maybe one of those.
Maybe one of those. Maybe.
Yeah.
D&D books, dice, supplies, sleeves.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need all those things.
CCO Summer promo code or CCO Perks promo code if it's your first time going there, because we've got some new subs. Thanks for being here.
So all the stuff that I'm going to buy anyway, I can just pay less for it?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit.
And then you can take some of that savings and go and drink some Pile of Bones beer.
Hell yeah.
See, I mixed that all in together.
If you're in Regina, if we haven't said this yet, they have a really good burger there too. That was really good.
Yeah.
I ate that thing for like an hour.
You know what? Their nachos were very surprising. Delectable and surprising in the way that they had a bunch of different sauces on them. So every bite was like very atypical and different from the last one.
Sauces?
Yeah,
What the hell kind of what kind of nacho has a
We're not
sauce
going
on
into
it?
culinary cookout anything with Uncle Brando. So eat the nachos at Pile of Bones.
Is it cheese sauce?
There was a cheese sauce. That was one of the sauces.
Is salsa a sauce?
There was salsa, though it isn't traditionally a sauce. No.
Is sour cream a sauce?
There was sour cream on some of the nachos. I don't
But is
think
it
it's a sauce.
It's not
though.
a sauce though.
You could use it like a sauce.
Okay.
This
All
is
right.
some classic Commander Cook. Maybe we are going into it.
We are doing it.
There
'cause
was
I'm-
barbecue sauce on the pork bites that were in the nachos. Not even you could say no to that.
No, I could not. I would eat
No,
that for sure. I
no.
would definitely eat that. I'm just not used to having sauce on nachos.
Yeah, when I said that, it kind of sounded kind of weird.
I did go somewhere one time where I
But
had...
you know where they do the thing,
Yeah.
and they put the little squiggles, and
Yeah.
that's sauce. It just doesn't like it's not like in typical sauce format. Don't Google that. Oh, anyways, final big thanks before we get to it goes out to producer Gary and the whole Dufferin Avenue Media Network studio.
For having us here and giving us a place to record and hang out.
Yeah, and shoot
drink, not
Sidewalk
beer.
Slam
Yeah.
season 2 finale. Ish.
No, that's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is.
And Sidewalk Slam season 3.
Yes.
And we put it out on the pre-show yesterday. I guess we were asking, what would people like to see? Would they
Yeah.
like to see cutaway? Would they like to see debriefing? Would they like to see Brando kill our friend Jesse instead of me?
No.
Those
Nobody
are the
wants
kinds
that.
of things that we're asking. What would you like to see? Because the show is for you.
What if the people in the comments of this video do say that they'd rather see me like assail Jesse instead of you? Well, what do I do then? Because on one hand, I want to do something. I want to do it. But everybody else wants me to do something else. Do I buckle to peer pressure?
Well, I wouldn't
Or do I
call
just
it,
do what I was going to do anyway?
I wouldn't call it peer pressure, nor would I call it fan service, because I know you don't really like fan service. but I'll break it down to you in a different way.
Okay.
Okay. Think of everybody who comments and watches as part of CCO Nation. Those are your friends.
They are.
And if you like to see your friends happy,
I do.
Maybe you would do the thing that they ask every frickin' once in a while. That's one way to think about it. I'll give you another one.
Okay.
And we haven't busted this out for a while, the king of CCO Nation.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm the president, you're the king.
That's right.
The king goes to where the need is greatest, Brando. And if that's what the people need, if they need you to eliminate Jesse, that just might be what you have to do. Oh. I know. It's tough. It's tough to be a leader of man. And people.
That's tricky.
But sometimes you just got to kill Jesse.
That's true.
He's probably playing 2 or 3 cards named Wrath of God in his deck.
I'll bet he is, too. I bet she's going to play Rith. I'll bet she's going to play fucking Rith, too.
I bet you he is, and you love that deck.
I hate that deck.
So that's a little preview for Sidewalk Slam Season 2 finale. It's going to be good. We're filming it next week, and it's going to be out in early November, let's say, as long as editor Tyler can get his shit together.
Yeah, we hope to see y'all there.
Yeah.
Like figuratively, not literally.
Very much so. If you want to take part, you go to patreon.com/CCO Podcast. You get into the Discord. You can help us plan things like CCO. You can vote on decks. You can become our maybe next guest on CCO's Curbside Pickup VEDH games. And
There's an
And you can help us plan the CCO experience.
Oh, yeah, we're
Coming
going
up.
on one of those soon. That's
Coming up,
exciting.
House is booked, and we are going to be in Calgary from November, what is the date, 14th to 17th. Face-to-face games, championship weekend, CCO experience, and we're going to jam games, drink beer, go to the Unicorn, also drink beer there.
Yes!
I'm going to have some new merch. I'm going to be sitting mostly, hopefully playing EDH games, and having a gay old time.
I'm probably going to do that too, but I probably won't have any merch unless Ryan gives me some to distribute. And
Yeah.
I will probably at some point wander away from where we are to adventure somewhere. Probably to the Unicorn.
Probably to all the vendors to find dark, misprinted Griffin Canyons.
I barely even have to work on that anymore because I walk up and they're like, not this time.
Not this time, yeah. I'm going to see if I can sucker in some of the business daddies there to give us some packs for Open Flippy.
Well, you know how you could do that just by giving them some money? And then they give you the packs.
Yeah, but I want both packs and money. I want to keep money and have pack.
Oh, shit.
Very
you can
important.
do that?
Well,
Dang.
it's not who you know, bro.
I guess
it's who you...
It has been a while since I busted out the old cue ball in a sock. And now that we don't have to travel on an airplane, I can bring it with me.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's the business I had. If anybody wants to partake, of course, join the Patreon, join the Discord, and you're in. It's that easy.
Yeah, and if you're going to be going to Calgary anyway, you don't need to be staying in the house to be part of everything.
Yeah.
We're doing stuff. We're out in public. We're around. We want to play games with you, say hi, all that stuff. So if you're going to be in Calgary during the dates that Ryan said, just come on out.
There's a bunch of people in the nation who have already come up to me and said, hey, we got to get a game, or hey, I want to meet you guys, or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So I did that lots in Toronto because I'd never been there before for Magic.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, you get to see people from the other side of the country. Pretty cool.
What do they look like? What do they smell like? Are they slimy or dry?
Ooh. The old slimy or dry question.
Yeah.
They're mostly dry.
Mostly dry? Okay.
At least the parts that I could see.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about their underbellies.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair assessment. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, gross. Okay, so speaking of slimy and dry, both at the same time, we have a good friend here who we want to introduce and highlight a cause and challenge people out in the nation. And I guess there's nothing for it than to kick over to the other camera there, producer Gary, and welcome on our good friend Thomas and hear what he has to say about his Extra Life event that he's running, and tell us about your trashy Ante. That's what it's your trashy Ante, right? Is that what it is?
Well, you're on the right track for sure.
Did promise to give us her number at the end of the show. I'm very excited for that.
Ooh, I do have contact information.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So tell us about your trashy Ante.
There you go. So yes, hi everyone. I'm Thomas, and we're running a special fundraiser for an organization called Extra Life for Kids. It raises money for the Children's Miracle Network, so money goes to local children's hospitals. So for us, we have Jim Pattison Children's Hospital here in Saskatoon, and so for our event, the money that we raise, that's what it's going to go towards.
Okay.
And
Bring
then-
your aunties.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. I want to stop you there. Because I'm sure people have heard of Extra Life, and they have done people and organizers have used Extra Life in the past to do fundraising for whatever cause that they want, right? Like it's kind of like a social platform for fundraising. Is that right?
Kind of, yeah. So like every year on November 2nd, 3rd, something like that,
Yep.
they do a game day.
Yep.
And that's like across both Canada and the US. It's kind
Yep.
of around that time they do a big old game day, and that's kind of the big push for the year. And so, for example, in Saskatoon, we're doing on November 2nd and 3rd a 24-hour gaming marathon.
We have done these before.
Yeah.
That's when Aiden and you cheersed and the bottom fell out of his schooner and it soaked him.
Yeah, and the people on the floor underneath us.
Yeah, because so much beer spilt that it dripped off of the balcony of the bar that we were at onto the people's dinner, and the restaurant had to comp their whole dinner. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
He was so soaked.
That's what happens when you put cold beer in a warm glass. That's science. That's real science.
I suppose that's brandology science in real application.
Yeah.
Okay, so Extra Life, Trash Ante for the Jim Pattison Children's Hospital. I got that right.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the foundation.
For the foundation, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say the hospital because in my mind that's what it is. I know it's for the foundation. I've brought my son there. It's relatively new, like in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Hospital?
So they officially opened in September of 2019.
Okay. Yeah.
Just before
just in time.
the you know what that we
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
anymore. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so when I brought my son there, brand new at the time, because it was in February of 2020, he ran into the cupboard, cut his head open, and very nice place, very worthy cause if you're a local and want to come to the Trash Ante event. So tell us about it. What does it mean?
What the hell
What is Trash Ante?
Yes,
that's a great question. So surprisingly, it's not a relative.
Oh,
What?
frick.
I know,
Frick.
sad.
I'm not coming.
I'm going home.
But like, so you guys remember back in the day with Magic? Like, do you remember like the whole ante days of like where you would have your deck and you'd have to like ante a card?
Yep. So ante is before you start the game, you offer up one of your cards as tribute. If you lose the game, your opponent gets that card. Now, this isn't a way that Wizards of the Coast condones anybody to play because it is gambling.
Because packs aren't gambling.
But when we say
Game of skill.
when we say Trash Ante, you're eliminating like the extravagant cost of MTG in some meaningful way. So it kind of takes the feel bads for losing your cards out of it. So tell us the rules.
Sure. Okay. So Trash Ante, first off, the big thing is it's budget, right? We're talking about doing something new and budgets and whatnot. So your deck must be less than 40 USD in its entirety. This includes your commander, your basic lands.
Your basic
everything.
lands?
Your basics too, yes.
Get fucked.
You have to pay extra to play blue? Islands do cost more money
Islands cost more.
than other basics. Yes.
How do you know that?
Why wouldn't I? How do you not know that?
You can find some somewhere. I'm sure you open them
That's
in
a good
packs.
thing you guys got me to know.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay, so $40 decks, lands included.
Yes.
And it's an ante format.
Yes, so your commander must be less than $5 of that USD, right?
Okay.
Yeah, load up your deck list on Moxfield or Architect so we can confirm that you're not trying to break the budget.
No.
I want ISO on Brando's
rules.
face when Thomas is telling him the rules. That's all I want. $5 commander. Did you know that rule?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
$5 commander.
$5 commander,
And lands are included. And what was the other one?
40 USD.
40 USD.
Total.
And you have to frickin' upload your deck onto, what did you say?
Moxfield or Architect.
Oh, you're lucky. If you told him Moxfield, he would have lost his ever-loving mind.
But that's the thing. So we'll
In addition to all of this crap, I have to start a Moxfield account too?
Well, if you want, you can upload it onto your CCO Brando Architect.
Okay, continue.
Architect is good, and we're just going to use the TCG player estimates for the cards, and
like
like
the
good enough because most people
average cost or
exactly most people own most of these cards already, so we don't expect people to necessarily go out because do you guys remember how did Commander start as a format?
Way back. Okay, so way back, and it's back before you think. Like it's not 2011, and it's not 2008 when like lots of people started. It was even before that. It was a group of judges, and I'm paraphrasing because I've read this before. We've talked about it a little bit. Group of judges. They don't want to play the regular stuff that they're judging because
Standard was shit at the time.
Standard shit at the time, or they're
Modern didn't exist yet.
and they're familiar with all of the interactions in the gameplay and the best decks because they're all like high level judges. So they make up this format where it's singleton of whatever you have or want or doesn't normally see play in a normal format with a leader, a general, they were called at the time, a general that also didn't see any play. And the original rule was it had to be an Elder Dragon from Legends, and that set your deck's colors that it could play, right? And there was the set list of rules that are now Commander, but it started with playing stuff that didn't normally see play. That's the point, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. So nowadays, you play Commander, you go to any pod at any event. If someone's playing a white deck, they're going to have a fucking swords and a path.
Look, you
right?
dropped an F-bomb in his first episode. I don't even think he meant to.
Nicely done.
Yeah, a swords and a path, yes, for
Right,
sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Smothering
Right?
tithe and a... Yeah.
So there's these color packages that we just see across Commander. So with our trash ante kind of idea is, yes, you're going to ante up a card. We'll get to exactly how that works in a half a second here. But also it's kind of like an homage to where Commander came from. Ooh. We want people to play those draft chaff cards. We want people to play those like fucking giant growths that you don't actually see in. They're printed in every set, but you don't actually see in the game.
I just had an idea. What if, because you always say this, and you're having trouble with building a deck already, and we're going to talk about that.
Oh, man.
What if you did just go to the floor of the LGS and just built your deck? What if we could make a rule for Brando that if it's on the floor, he can play it?
Well, because then I might just start, dropping stuff on the floor.
Literally trash.
Yeah. There's a couple other really cool requirements that we've got too.
Okay,
as well, right?
So
we've talked about the budget restrictions, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about why we're selecting those cards specifically, but also we've decided to take it one step further because with the whole trash component, it's the draft chaff, right?
Yeah.
You're not playing a fucking lightning greaves or something like that.
Yeah.
You're playing the giant growths of the world, the 5 to 10 cent cards.
Okay,
But
I got a question. I don't want to forget it, but keep going.
Sure. But in addition to that, you're not allowed a standard traditional deck box.
Ooh.
You have to use, I don't know what we're going to call it. I think we're just going to call it a deck carrying device.
Oh, I like that.
That is non-standard. So for example, our good friend Aaron.
Yes.
He has like a double Ziploc bag.
Yes.
Thing with like a little bit of like cardboard folded up.
He's double sleeving?
So that, right?
Double bag of the deck.
There we go.
Do not Google that.
Another friend of ours has talked about using like a plant pot for his.
Yeah. I think that was actually
that was me.
Well, and someone else was talking about it too. So there's like 2 people now.
Oh.
Our good friend Kyron, who is one of the organizers, helped me out with this.
Yeah.
He's got a really cool Lego
deck
box that he built.
That's
right?
actually cool, yeah.
So you got to build something, or not build, but you got to use something that is non-traditional.
How appropriate is it? I don't know if the mics can pick it up, but there's a garbage truck right outside the studio and it's beeping. How appropriate is that we're listening to a beeping garbage truck about trash panda? My deck box idea is drilling a hole through my entire deck and then clamping it together with a big key ring. That's my deck.
Yeah, that's awesome. Right?
Just clamp it to my keys.
Oh, just get a big old carabiner, just walk around it. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect.
On one of those retractable strings. So every time I draw a card, it's just like,
God.
Oh, so good.
And on the day of the event, we're going to have a vote to see which is the most unique, most creative, like deck carrying device.
Is there prizes for that?
So we have 3 grand prizes that we're going to be handing out. So one of the grand prizes is for the most creative, interesting deck carrying device.
Yeah.
Right. So then the second thing that's kind of an interesting restriction for trash ante, because we're going deep in the trash here, right? Is that you're not allowed any sleeves at all. No sleeves. Not even your commander.
Raw dog, right?
Raw dog in it.
We've done this. We've done CCO raw dog decks before, right? This is one of the things that at least people who've come to the CCO experience have a lot of experience in, and they have raw dog tournaments where they literally... And it was kind of gross, this Airbnb we stayed at in Vegas.
Yep.
It was dirty and stinky. And they played no sleeves, no play mats, on the floor.
Yep.
So I know that you probably have tables at your event.
I think, yeah, the plan is to have tables. That is the
Okay.
idea. But if people want to play on the floor, that is their choice.
Yeah, we do whatever we want.
Oh yeah, we'll be playing on the floor. We'll be playing on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I would love to donate a little gaming pack from Commander Cookout, like maybe some sleeves. So after you're done, if you want to commemorate your deck in stone and kind of sleeve it and play with it, sleeves. And just some Commander Cookout merch and stuff. I'd like that.
So there we go. So if you come and participate, one of the grand prizes at least will have some extra CCO merch.
There
in
you
it.
go.
So there
Okay.
you go.
And maybe some sleeves. Maybe some raw dog sleeves. Here, I think I have some right in my pocket.
Yeah. Oh, there. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are.
perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna use these next time.
Because your sleeves are your raw dog deck.
Why didn't you give him the finger? That's how that joke works. I have some sleeves too. Here, hang on. You're right.
Oh wait, you just gotta throw it across.
There it
and
is.
like-
That's how you do it,
man.
right? You,
So good.
We all know
So
that
good.
joke, man.
Okay, the question that I had, now that we know
Yes.
some of the rules, $40
Yep.
and a couple other build restrictions, but was there any thing that you ran into that you're like, oh crap, right? Because when we talk about building budget on the show, a lot of the times you call them binder builds or box builds, where it's like, I want to build a deck. I don't want to spend money, but maybe I have this new commander that I like.
Yeah, here's all the shit that I have.
Let's open up this binder and build a deck. And then I tell you, Brando, foil Dolmen Gate's $100. And you're like, oh, what? Oh, I didn't know. I thought this was a budget deck. It didn't cost me any money because I bought this out of a booster pack for $3 in 1862 when I was already 400 years old. And it turns into a not budget deck. Like when I built my crab deck, I was just like, I have a Bayou, and it's a 5-color deck. I'm going to put this Bayou in it.
Yeah.
Right? And then my deck is like $1,000 deck on Arcadeck because
Bayou.
Bayou, yeah. So was there anything that when you were going through binders or boxes, you were like, oh, this is a $100 Dolmen Gate. I can't play it.
For me personally,
Yeah.
when I was building my deck, not necessarily because I started with the I'm only adding cards to this deck list that are like less than $1.
That you've already verified.
That I've
to
already
know.
verified. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But there's been a number of people, like we were talking a little bit earlier about trash rhymes with brash.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So,
Trash
like-
Taunter? Is he going to make an appearance in your deck?
But too expensive.
But so
Costs
here's
too many dollars. Doesn't fit the budget. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
So how much is he nowadays? Like, what could you get a new one for?
Like $250.
$2?
Okay, but here's the thing. You have a $40 USD budget, right? If you want to include him, you just have to make sure some of your other cards are like 10 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, right? If you adjust your budget and you want to play that, you can make it work. You just have to make it fit in the budget.
There's no extra band list.
So we do
'Cause
have
I would think maybe like Brash Taunter should be on the ban list.
What?
Well,
Is it because he's the most powerful, most versatile, most handsomest creature we could possibly play? Is that why? Is that why?
I mean, that was the first list of reasons why.
Yes. Yes. Okay,
but
so is there like a different band list though?
kind of. So all the normal commander, I know it's a sensitive topic right now, but the normal commander banned and restricted and all the normal commander rules apply.
Yes.
In addition to that, Farewell is fucking banned because this is a tournament and we don't got time for that shit.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, any dual faced cards are banned. So MDFCs, battles, that kind of stuff, because we're raw dogging it.
What about the placeholder cards that have a magic
No.
back?
No.
Just
No.
keep it simple.
Play with all your, because here's the thing: if you ante the placeholder card, that's the card that they get. They just get the fucking placeholder card.
I think I found a way to game the system, baby.
Oh, God,
It's
here we go.
Werewolf O'Clock. Hell yeah. Wait, that's going to be a really bad deck.
Can you imagine? Oh, they
So
get
yes,
the
no
frickin'
dual-sided
placeholder
cards.
Okay.
Because they're marked cards then,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, pretty much whatever. Board wipes are discouraged. We're running this tournament. We have limited time slots. Some commander games go on forever. So
And
we're trying to
Are we playing
cut back
timed
the
rounds in
time.
that?
Timed rounds.
Yes, so we're doing time rounds.
Wow. This is getting serious.
Yeah.
Well, we
Because it's
haven't
a
even
tournament.
followed the rules yet.
We want it to be casual. This is not CDH. Just to be very clear, this is not CDH. Just people, so we know.
When people show up with crumpled decks and decks with holes drilled through them, pretty sure Uncle
like-
Brando's bringing his frickin' Golgari deck with a dead plant in the frickin' the dead plant in the dirt.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I lost my topic. Where were we going with that?
Not CEDH, timed rounds.
Time limit.
Timed rounds.
Time
Thank you.
limits,
Yeah, timed
yeah.
rounds. So we have a limited amount of time in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And so this is the first time we're running it. So our estimated what we're going to try to do is 50-minute rounds. When you hit 50 minutes, you go to like turns. So the person playing is turn 0.
Yep.
And you each get one additional turn. And at 60 minutes, you're just like hard cut off.
Hard done.
Hard cut off.
Wow.
Now you might ask, okay, but then like, how is there a winner? How do you get points? Well, that's where the anti-component component. That's the word I was looking for.
Compulsion? Yep.
Component comes in because, like we were talking about, how do you play anti?
Yeah.
Right. So the basic idea: you shuffle up your deck, you put your commander in the command zone. That one's safe. It's out of the way.
Yeah.
You take the top card of your deck and you put it face down in the anti-zone.
Ooh,
Face
new
down.
zone.
You don't see what it is, and you don't reveal that card until the end of the game.
And you know what I like is probably in this format, there's not a ton of tutors because most tutors are expensive.
Yeah.
So when you're searching your deck, when you're tutoring, oh, what card was it? What card am I missing? What card am I missing? You're not going to know.
Yeah, exactly. Like unless you're like expert, but maybe. So for the most part, it's going to be like a surprise.
Yep.
And then you play a normal game of Commander, you cut your deck, blah, 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 blah. If you knock someone out, so if, for example, Brando's playing Brashed Hunter,
Yeah, buddy.
I'm playing my, I don't know, mono white angels that are,
Yeah.
I don't know, cheap in some way.
Yeah. If you get knocked out.
And he defeats me, I get knocked out for whatever reason, mill, combat damage, etc.
Yeah.
He, at the end of the game, will get my anti-card.
Okay, so you just have to like keep track of that.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
easy. It's
So
one
like,
card.
yeah, so the idea is that you might add like an hour, the game is over and there's still 3 people playing or 2 people playing. But if as long as one person's been knocked out, there is still a point, an anti-card that has been gained.
Anti-cards are worth a point.
Kind of, we're not using points, we're just using anti-cards as the point system.
Sorry, yeah. Total number of anti-cards at the end of the tournament gets you a prize.
Yes, so that brings us to our second grand prize.
Okay, hold on. We haven't...
Oh.
How do you resolve a 60-minute game with no winner?
There we go. So that's it. The game's just cut off. That's it. That's fine.
It's over.
Oh,
so
it's over.
Just take your anti-card back.
It's over, and you take your anti-card back. Unless you were eliminated, then you lost your card.
So exactly that. So we wrap it up at the end of the round. If you did not lose or you won, you will keep your anti-card. You can look at it. I kept it. Put it back in your deck. If you lost your anti-card, you then sign your anti-card because cool.
Yeah. No drawing dicks on it, though. I hate that.
As long as the card's legible, I don't care. Like as long as you can read the rule tech. Like, don't
No
be an
drawing
asshole.
dicks on mine.
And then the person gets that. And the fun part about this is now, if you win any anti-cards, they go into your deck for any subsequent games. And so we found this is kind of like an interesting balance because if you're winning a lot, right? Let's say you got some sort of broken combo or whatever, and you win a lot of anti-cards, that dilutes your deck. So it dilutes the percentage of getting your good cards, which kind of balances it out, right?
I don't know if I subscribe to that mentality.
And then also on the other side of things, if you lose a lot, hopefully you're losing like lands or whatever, but your concentration of cards go down because when you lose an anti-card, your deck total maximum goes down by 1.
Goes down,
So it
yeah.
goes from 100 to 99, etc. And anti-cards don't count
As
towards
your
your deck
deck
total
total.
max.
Yeah, okay.
So you could have, in theory, 106 cards in your deck, or in theory, you could have like 96 cards in your deck.
Yeah.
Right? And so better or worse chance of actually getting those good cards.
I had, and I've asked you this question in preparation before, and I know what the answer is, but have you ever considered like the old school traditional way of anteing? At least in my experience, and I've played like this lots. This is actually how I play like in after hours when I do like sealed and stuff when I don't want to do commander. I'll roll a 6-sided die, and that's how many cards you ante.
Well, so we have things that we're planning.
Oh.
So this is a fundraiser.
Okay.
Right, where the point of this event is to, yes, have fun, yes, pay homage to Commander, blah, 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 blah. But the main reason is to raise money for Children's Miracle Network for Children's Hospitals, right? So it's a $10 donation to get in, but we're planning on a couple like surprise things throughout the events where maybe if you donate an extra amount of money or you ante an extra card, you will get a special effect.
Ooh.
So we're not revealing that. It's all secret.
Ooh.
It's very behind the scenes.
Pay to win.
I see how it. What is this? A cell phone app?
But also, it's budget trash decks. Like,
Yes,
like who cares? Like,
Can I donate more money to make my budget go higher?
No.
Oh, good question.
No, fuck that.
Can I donate more money Can I donate more money so Brando doesn't get Brash Taunter? Can I donate money for his budget to go down?
Oh, maybe.
Ooh, that's a
you
good
donate
idea.
money and we add things to the band list? Maybe. How much, put in the comments, how much money does Ryan have to donate for me to ban Brash Taunter for this tournament?
What?
Oh, so good. So good.
I'm sorry, buddy. We're targeting you today. but-
Man.
Yeah. So, okay,
Yeah.
what's the date again? November?
Just like
November
real life.
10th.
November 10th.
Registration is from 12:45 to 1:15 because we have to like get people in the queue, get people registered, and then we have to actually like try to play timed games.
Yep.
So once the games are all played, we'll like organize pods, etc. Try to like fit winners with winners, etc. We get to the second grand prize, which is when you finish the tournament at the end of the third round. Whoever has the most Ante cards, and this is a key part, left in your deck is the winner. And now this is key because it's not just how many Ante cards you've won.
Because you might lose
Because
some.
you might have accidentally anteed one of the ante cards that you
yes.
won. So there is definitely, there's no way to guarantee it. It's definitely a bit of luck. But yes, whoever has the most ante cards left in their deck
Yep.
at the end of the tournament gets one of the grand prizes.
And
So coolest deck box, most anti cards. So that's like kind of winning games.
Yeah.
So winning it being creative, winning it playing Magic. What's the third way of winning?
So the third way of winning, again, we're trying to like make this casual, trying to make it fun. We're
Yep.
trying to make it open to new players, but still challenging for players that are more experienced. So the third way to win a grand prize is we're going to have a little vote at the end, and whoever has the most interesting, most creative, most unusual deck, like who people feel succeeded the most in making an interesting deck with all the constraints placed upon them,
Yeah.
will also get a grand prize
yeah,
as part of that.
I like that. And just for the record, when you win an ante card, you can cast it with mana of any color, unless you have a activated
or-
ability or an ability, a colored pip in the text box. Then you have to use that exact color. So things like
Kicker, spree,
Yeah.
escalate, those kinds of things. If
Yeah,
there's
or-
a colored pip, you have to use it.
if you win your opponent's anteed Kenrith Returned King and you're playing blue, you can cast him for blue, even though he's white, but you'd only be able to activate his blue ability if you only have blue mana sources in your deck.
Yeah, so we're encouraging people to run color fixing because we hope that you win an anti card.
Yeah, and
that's what we're hoping.
That's a good practice,
right?
anyways,
Just like
right?
filter lands or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, if you don't have those extra colors of mana,
But what
can't.
you run still has to conform to your commander's color identity,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you might still like get boned.
Yep.
And
Totally.
I can't play City of Brass. Or City of Ass. They're both doing
And you brought up a good point of like when you're casting an anti-spell, you can use mana of any color to cast it, which
Yep.
is whatever you
Yep.
got in your deck. But there's an added restriction because why don't everyone just play artifacts and colorless, right? If there's a colored pip in the mana cost of the spell you're casting, you have to use colored mana to cast that.
Yes, yes.
So like you just use like colorless to cast, for example, like something that's like white and 2.
Correct.
You have to use say like blue and 2.
As if
or
it were
whatever.
mana of any color.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
kind of
not any
important.
type.
So you
That
can't
is
just
a
run like a
distinction.
bunch of like soul rings and all that
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, well, November 10,
November 10th, registration.
Saskatoon Inn.
Saskatoon Inn and
Yep.
Conference Center. Registration starts at 12:45.
Hold on, I'm going to tell people because I'm going to post this like on our local Magic groups and stuff. Saskatoon Inn and Conference Center is where all of the face-to-face games events happen. So it's the same place, right? With the restaurant and the ramps that go up to the conference rooms by the airport. That's where it is. It's the same frickin' place.
Yeah.
Saskatoon Inn.
And we're very thankful because this is a fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
So the Saskatoon Inn Conference Center, we have an inn. One of the people that works there is a huge nerd.
An inn.
Yeah.
It's an inn.
And they've actually donated this space. So one of the things we're kind of like side encouraging people is like, please come down, rent a hotel room, go to the restaurant, have something at the cafe, and wanted to kind of like
yeah.
encourage them that this is a good thing that they want to support.
Are you
Yeah.
saying that we should go there and
Just wait.
drink a beer?
Yes.
Oh!
Before and after, if you would like. Yeah.
Shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That is like the cherry on top of the cake.
That is the cherry on
That-
top of the sundae.
The cherry on top of the pile of trash that is
Oh,
your
man.
auntie.
Hey, don't talk about her like that. She's a nice lady.
I want to talk a little bit about Magic now. I want to talk a little bit about.
Wait, I got one more question for Tom.
Sure.
Okay.
So the people out there listening, they think this sounds like fun because it does sound like fun.
Yes, sir.
What if in their local community they have a Extra Life fundraiser going on?
Oh.
They want to become a part of it, and they want to steal this format for themselves and use it wherever they are. Is that okay?
Oh, absolutely.
You're
this
totally
is,
fine?
This is like I said, it isn't even my personal brainchild. It was a team effort. A bunch of us worked together to build it. And so if you look down in the doobly-doo just below this video.
Also known as comments or description.
Description. There we go. Yeah, that's old internet slang. There's a link to our Extra Life page. It has all of the rules and details all on the Extra Life page.
Yeah.
There, if you want to run one of these events in your home community, fucking copy and paste and go for it. We support that 100%.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, as you're looking for like prizes and connection to people, Ante is not supported by WPN stores that are official and whatnot, because Ante is not an official format, etc. But like, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be fun, and the stakes are so low with $40 decks. Most likely, if you've opened a booster box ever or have a long white box of commons, and you know what? Really, if you're that worried about losing cards, go through a long white box and just pick commons and uncommons that you have more than one of. So if you lose one, like that's going to be the caliber of deck here.
That's
right?
the point. Is
I
play
have
cards
more
that
than
you don't
one of
mind
these.
losing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way of it. Some people have to give things up so others can keep them.
yes,
Oh,
and-
what a beautiful sentiment, hey?
One last thing.
Sure.
Last thing for Thomas. What are you playing?
Ooh.
Should I tell? Should I keep it a surprise? or should
Actually,
tell?
I have
I want to know.
two. I have two more questions. What if I play Corona the False God?
What is that?
Corona the False God is a 5-cost homie that travels around the table. Everybody gains control of it.
Frickin' editor Joe thought he didn't have to put cards on the screen.
I tricked him. I tricked him. Yeah. So Corona changes control between opponents and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But she's still my commander, so I can still Voltron her all up, and she's killing people, right?
So
what if somebody
can't-
uses my Corona? Like if you use my Corona to kill Ryan, who gets the anti-card?
My Corona
Yeah.
takes your anti-card.
So that is a great question. If you look on the Extra Life page, I literally have 1 or 2 whole sections on like special circumstances
Fucking gamers,
kind of thing,
eh?
which also is kind of fun because we don't have an official judge. So there's literally just a bunch of us organizers that are gonna have T-shirts that say judge on them.
I'll do it.
And like part of our ruling is gonna be,
I already told you. I'll
oh wait,
volunteer
here we
to
go,
do it.
fucking, we're gonna have
I'll
Ryan
do
there.
it.
There we go. And if you like fuck up or cheat or whatever, then you just have to like ante an extra card or something like that.
Oh,
Like,
wait,
that's
hang on.
gonna
So
be-
I can
Anyways.
cheat as long as I ante
Well,
another
no,
card?
that's not
Oh,
the
this
point.
is good.
Okay,
Now
so-
we got this.
So going back to your question of like, if
Okay.
your commander knocks out someone else, who gets the anti-card? So the rules as written, according to what I think I have on the page right now, is whoever does the knocking out gets the anti-card. So if someone else is controlling your commander and they say, I'm going to attack, and they attack the person and they kill that person, rules as written right now, they would get the anti-card.
Yeah.
Man, that takes 2 of my deck ideas off.
Frick, get creative. Okay,
I'm
this
trying.
This
that-
goes back to what I wanted to say, or what I
Thomas
thought.
still has to answer his other question. Who's
What was
playing?
the second question?
What are you
What are
playing?
you playing?
Oh, goddamn.
Who's trying to get? Who's
Yeah,
trying
he
to
was trying to avoid
Well,
it. but
because
he's-
here's the thing. I probably won't get to play as an organizer. I'm going to be fucking running around organizing.
Bullshit, you play in this event.
Okay, so I'm playing Mono Green Omnath.
Mono Green Omnath. He's under $5.
He is. He's like 390 something or whatever. Last I checked.
And you're using like almost $4 of your budget to just for your command.
Just for my commander. So it's a lot of, it's like half ramp and half card draw, and that's it. Like, and then like I'm running a bunch of like the, whatever they're called, their filter lands, like the grotto and that kind of whatnot.
yeah.
And then like decanter of endless water for some color fixing. And like, just like, it's trash. That's the point.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. The trash. We talked about binder building a
did.
little bit, and how that doesn't work with budget, like the traditional definition of budget. Sometime.
Yep.
I would love to pick your guys' brains. You get the fly on you.
Yeah, I touched it.
Yeah.
I'd love to pick your guys' brains on kind of going outside of the box when you build, or in this case, the trash can. And even if it's just like one piece of advice when you are doing a different kind of build or a different kind of, but in this case, budget.
Yeah.
What is your piece of advice? And then you can have a couple minutes to prepare as he answers.
yeah.
Okay, for mine, I think that the key is to find a different, like you say, you got to find a different way to do the same thing, and you can't just
What is the thing? Deal 40 damage to somebody?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's always still 40 damage to someone because you're talking to me. So I found when I was preparing for this deck, all of my old fallbacks just didn't work. First fallback, first crutch, every new format, goblins. Can't do it. Cost too much money.
Oh, yeah. Some goblins are quite expensive.
Goblins cost too many dollars. So what's the next one down?
Burn.
Not very good in 4-player
Unless you
game.
go big and then you need like a Fiery Emancipation or some $30 card and then you're fucked.
All those earthquakes cost more than you'd think. Can't play that. So then you go down to Dredge. The Dredge package and Gitrog monster, lots of money. So that's out.
Yeah.
So you got to find creative or jank ways to shoehorn all the crap that you want to do into a game. I've also discovered that all the efficient removal costs $1.
We're playing like 4 or 5 mana removal here.
Like, oh,
Sorcery speed only.
Yeah.
oh
like-
man, like, oh, you want to play a blue blast? Are you kidding me? You think this is a real format? No blasts for you. They're $1. Like, what the? God.
And is it cheapest printing or card you have in your deck?
So that's a great question, and we've kind of discussed this quite a bit.
Because I'm cut from the team if I can't play cards that I
Yeah.
own. All right, I'm cut from the team. I don't own a foil basic land or non-foil basic land. I don't.
I got you back, bro. I got a couple.
So like a card is a card is a card, right? It has the same effect. So what we're saying is if you own the card, because you still have to build it on Architect or Moxfield to prove that your deck is worth less than $40,
Yeah.
you can just use the cheapest printing. So even if you want to like throw a foil in there, that's your risk. But as long as like the cheapest printing that you could put in the deck is whatever makes the budget.
I just
good
had
enough.
an idea. I've been saving. Oh, baby.
Oh, here we go.
I've been saving every common and uncommon foil I've ever gotten. This could be the day I build an all foil anti-deck.
Oh god, and you're gonna put a screw through it?
Yeah.
Oh, and put it on a clip. Oh god.
Yeah.
I can't wait. This is gonna be so good.
I might bolt them together with like nuts and bolts. Extra secure.
Just like on each corner, just put a hole through, and then you've got every time you pick up your deck, you have to like screw a nut and bolt in each corner.
I gotta do some occupational frickin' therapy to take my deck to draw a card.
How are you going to add cards to it and still be able to put it on your key ring if you drill a hole through it? You'd have to bring your drill with you. I guess that works.
Ooh,
There's
just
nothing-
Bring my drill.
Well, that's or your drill case is your deck box.
Ah,
That's why he gets paid the big bucks, people.
That's why I get paid nothing.
that's not true. You are a very helpful member of society. Our friend Thomas is a registered nurse.
Yes.
Doing-
Very specifically, an ER nurse, not
Yes.
a fucking ward nurse.
Yes, not one of these ward nurse fucking sissies. He's a real nurse.
Yeah. He doesn't
doesn't
get to put fingernails on and
Yeah.
pick Band-Aids out of kids' hair like a ward nurse does.
Yeah, he's in there with
Bullshit.
no fingernails because he chewed them all off because he's too busy treating gunshot wounds and picking knives out of people's heads.
Yes, and setting people's legs back straight when they fucking look like they got extra elbows.
Yeah.
That was me. That was me.
To be clear, all nurses are awesome. We support you guys. You guys are great. But emerge nurses are better. So
Yeah,
I just
especially
want to
emerge
say-
nurses because they're just better at being nurses and people.
My neighbor's an emerge nurse. She probably knows you.
Oh, probably.
Probably. They all.
But does she watch the show?
Huh?
Does she watch the show?
Did she watch this show?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell her to.
She
Oh,
damn
yeah,
better
yeah.
now that we've talked trash about her.
Yeah.
I feel like talking trash about people is
I'm gonna
a
tell her to-
surefire way to get them to watch the show.
I'm going to tell her to dress up as Trash Auntie for spooky season.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, what is your creative thing that you
Yes.
have to do? What's your way of going outside the box? What do you do? How do you go outside of the box?
To make a deck. So for me, I'm going to be very vulnerable here for a moment.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're just going to take a moment.
I'm ready.
I literally started
Vulnerable
playing,
all over me.
I literally started playing Magic the Gathering in 2022.
Okay.
So I just celebrated my 2-year anniversry of ever touching a Magic card
Who's
ever.
baby?
Wow. So you don't own any valuable cards. I see how it is. That's excellent. Okay.
There you go. So I'm quite new to the format. I jumped in fucking head first.
Yes.
Like I was at Chicago. Hi everyone. Nice to see you. But like I had an amazing time
Yeah.
learning Magic the Gathering over the last couple of years.
Yep.
But it's still something that like I struggle with. Like where do I begin? What do I start with?
She's
so
a
I
deep
have
ocean.
I have a couple themes that I like. So I like things like life gain. I like tokens. I like +1 counters, that kind of stuff. And so I kind of, when I'm starting a deck, I usually just...
Default?
I usually just pick a commander that I opened in a pack that I think was cool.
Yes. Well, that's how
And then I just build around
how
it.
you
Like,
do
I
it.
just go from there.
That's why when you open booster packs, that's the design philosophy that wrecked Nadu is every card needs to have a place where it can be played. So we tweaked this thing on Nadu so it could find a home in Commander and it fucking wrecked it, right? But that is the reason that opening up booster packs, especially for new players, is fun because all cards should have a home when you see them, right?
Yeah, and that's kind of like, again, one of the things that we're hoping to do with this is bring that back a little bit. We want to see cards that we don't see normally.
Yeah.
So let's turn it back on you. How about you?
What is my way of going outside of the box or trash can in this space?
No, you're going out of the box and into the trash can.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The last few decks I've built are things that I try to bring things that I enjoy from outside of Magic into Magic, right? And the second last deck I built was my Marvo Deep Operative deck. It's the one where you clash with opponents.
Oh, yeah.
And Clash is literally exactly the same as the card game War, where you flip over and who's got the higher pip count on their card wins those cards. Marvo makes you do that. And then you win the clash and get to cast something for free. So that's like a different card game into my card game. My Cascade deck is like gambling. And I love the feeling of gambling and winning. That's the best. But that can lead to addiction. And that's not a good thing to have. So instead, I play Cascade. And it's like playing a slot machine, right? So I like to bring things from outside in.
So what's your idea? Do you have an idea for this deck? Have you built a deck for Trash Ante yet?
I haven't. I really like the idea of using all those extra foils I have because I would be the most fucking baller guy at the event for once. You're not going to be baller. You're going to play all foils? I got the best idea.
God, here we go.
Put a dark misprinted Griffin Canyon into your Ante deck. See if somebody can win it from you.
It's not like I don't have an extra one.
I'm laughing and crying.
You heard it today. Come down to the event. Win. Maybe.
You could win.
You could win. There we go.
Misprint Visions Canyon. No, because then everybody's going to try and kill me.
Well, but that's the point. Like, who doesn't
Meta.
play?
I'm playing the meta game.
What if I sleight of handed your deck so that I put it on top of yours? When you flip your anti card, it was the dark misprint Visions Canyon the whole time.
My whole house.
I had it for a second. I put my hands on
my god. That was the best. I had it for a second, but I anteed it back to Brando.
Brando, why are you so desperate to kill me this game? I'm not even a threat. Oh, you'll find out. You don't even get to sign the front of it, only the backs. That when I flip it over, you can see what it was.
Oh, that was the best. Okay, that's it. That's it. Come down November 10th to the Saskatoon Inn and Conference Center. Make a donation. $10 is going to get you in. It goes to the kids. It could be my kid as the only person in this building and on the property that owns a kid, I was going to say, that has a kid and I've been to the hospital that this money is going to. Very worthy cause. Any final thoughts before we head it over to Brando for the final thoughts?
No, just everyone is welcome, right? And like we've got
as long as you're not a dick.
Well, that's the thing. That's literally like point 4, I think, on the page is don't be a jerk.
Okay.
But yeah, it's for everyone, right? So anyone from like someone like me who just started recently getting back into Magic or into Magic for the first time, or someone with a lot more knowledge and experience, everyone is welcome. Come on down, build a fun deck, have some fun, maybe win some anti-cards, maybe win some grand prizes.
Prepare to frickin' lose.
And all your questions should be answered. Follow the link down below, but you can always comment. You can email. We have an email set up for this event. It's TACT, like TACT, Trash Ante Commander Tournament, tact.mtg@gmail.com. So you can send us any questions or concerns there.
Oh, I love that.
Look at that.
Okay, that's
Trash Ante Commander
that a
Tournament.
lot.
Tact. I'm going to be frickin'
I'll show
tactical.
you.
I'm going to show up with my frickin' war paint. And my...
Costumes encouraged.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have one of those super awesome tactical vests that all those guys that drive big trucks with their frickin' Punisher stickers on the back windows, and I'm gonna pull it out. That's gonna be my deck box. It's actually like a throwing knife carrying case. That's my deck box.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good. I love it. That's
Actually, I
awesome.
kind of
10 out
like that.
That's
I
really
don't-
cool.
I don't hate
Actually,
that.
yeah,
That
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
I
pretty
gotta go
good.
down to the Army surplus store right next to Al Anderson's Source for Sports.
See, my tribute
Pick
to
up some-
Tyler Matuli stone, where I put it into a plant pot, then I carry around a potted plant the whole day, is sounding way less exciting now.
Tactical plant
Man,
pot.
I'm have to hollow
You
out
want
a
to go to the
human-
Army store?
I'm going to hollow out a human head in order to win this contest. Not that I'd ever do that, obviously.
Oh, man.
Or maybe you have your whatever it's called, pool ball in a sock or whatever.
Cue ball in a
Cue ball in a
sock?
sock. Thank you. And then
Yes.
your deck on top.
Deck in a sock?
Deck and a
Deck and a
sock?
sock?
Your deck sock.
I don't know why I was about to say cock in a sock. I don't know why I was going to say
Yeah,
that.
deck and a sock. That sounds like something that we should have come up with something dirty for like 400 episodes ago.
Yeah, that's...
When we met Max Crandell.
Yeah, we're way behind the 8 ball on that one. But speaking of being behind the 8 ball, we're all going to be there. We're going to be building budget stuff, insane things. I'm having a bit of trouble getting going, but once I
Budget
get
stuff?
there, you're
That's-
in deep shit.
That sounds like butt stuff. How come we've never made a budget stuff joke before? Man, so many opportunities.
Man, we've been slipping slowly downhill this entire time.
We've been slippery sloping down the hill the whole time.
Man, this
Final
is
thought of the day.
tragic. So-
Thank the business daddies.
Thank you to FusionGamingOnline.com for all of their assistance in bringing this show to all of you. We appreciate that. Remember, going down to FusionGamingOnline.com. Use CCO Summer special promo code. Save 5% off all the stuff that you could use to play in your very own Trash Ante tournament that you should definitely have in your hometown. And let us know how it goes. After we play in this one, we're going to tell you all about how we did, and it's going to be a lot of fun, I'm just assuming. Thanks, Thomas, for being here as our very, very first guest ever on Commander Cookout.
Technically not.
What? Bullshit.
We have had guests on before. On the phone, we've prank called Max Crandell, and we
yeah.
have done crossovers with EDH Rec and
yeah.
also CMD Central.
First guest in studio with us.
There you go.
Oh, we got there. We physically got him in here after his night shift at work where
Wait
he
a
saved
second.
many lives.
What about producer Gary when I broke my leg?
Well, there was only one of us then.
That was a co-host. Yeah, guys, he's a co-host. You're a guest.
As a co-host.
And like
He's a
big
guest.
thank you to you guys for having me on and supporting Children's Miracle Network. You guys are awesome. Thank you for promoting this and helping us raise money for children's hospitals.
If there's anything I love, it's juggling children. I'm
Yes.
still learning. I'm not very good yet, but we're going to get there. And I'm going to tell you all about my adventures in learning how to do that on the next exciting episode of Commander Cookout Podcast. Hit our theme song!
We did have DJ in Vegas as well one time. Remember that penthouse that we were in?
Yeah, fuck that guy.